I tore off a strip of duct tape and pressed it over my mouth. Then I pulled a plastic bag over my head and sealed it tight. To fight against my own survival instinct, I handcuffed my wrists behind my back and lay quietly on the floor. As the oxygen thinned, the bag clung tighter and tighter to my face. The suffocating pressure made me thrash in pain, but I wasn't doing this to end my life. I was doing it to save a convicted killer named David, who 6 years ago brutally raped and murdered a colleague. David had once been a well-respected philosophy professor, known for his gentle demeanor, but 6 years earlier, he was accused of raping and murdering his colleague and close friend, Hannah, in a horrific crime. The shocking contrast of the case dominated headlines across the US at the time. David was quickly arrested, offered no explanation, and was sentenced to death. He spent 6 bleak years in prison. Yet just 5 days before his scheduled execution, he suddenly claimed he wasn't the killer, that he had been framed. The case, once considered settled, was thrust back into the spotlight. David invited a magazine to interview him, demanding $500,000 in return. The publisher agreed, but then David made a strange request. He wanted me to be the one to conduct the interview. I couldn't understand why. It turned out that not long ago, I had risked jail time to protect the privacy of a juvenile offender. That act of professional integrity deeply impressed David, and so he began telling me his story. It all started 6 years ago, on a day when David was lecturing in class and was suddenly interrupted by Lily, a student notorious for being late. When Lily returned to her seat, her desk mate handed her a warning letter. She had been chronically absent, failing classes, and falling short of graduation requirements. The school was preparing to expel her. After class, Lily walked straight up to the podium and told David she would do anything for the credits. I froze for a moment, then slowly stepped closer and said,
"Give you a good grade. I will give you a very, very study."
David refused her inappropriate offer, but that one act of integrity became the spark that sent his life spiraling into darkness.